I'm going to teach you how to play Dream a Little Dream. The first chord is C for 2 beats. So C, C, and then B7 for 2 beats. Bar the 2nd fret. Put your middle finger on the C string in the 3rd fret. For 2 beats, B7. Shining bright, and then back to C for 2 beats. Above, and then G7 for 2 beats. So that's C, B7, C, G7. So C for 2, B7 for 2, C for 2, G7 for 2. C, major chord, we put our ring finger on the 3rd fret on the A string, and G7, we put our first finger on the E string in the 1st fret, middle finger on the C string in the 2nd fret, and ring finger on the A string in the 2nd fret. That's our G7 chord. So, and then we go back to C and B7 again. So, and then night breezes seem, and then we go to A for 2 beats, A for 2 beats, and then A7 for 2 beats, then F for 4 beats, birds singing in the F minor for 4 beats, sycamore trees, C for 4 beats, dream a little dream of, and then G7 for 4 beats, me. So let's do that whole first part again. So we got C for 2 beats, then B7 for 2 beats, C for 2 beats, G7 for 2 beats, C for 2 beats, B7 for 2 beats, A for 2 beats, and then A7 for 2 beats, F for 4 beats, and then F minor for 4 beats, then C for 4 beats, and then G7 for 4 beats. So with lyrics that sounds like, stars shining bright above you, night breezes seem to whisper I love you, birds singing in the sycamore trees, dream a little dream of me. And now, second A, so second verse. C for 2 beats, B7 for 2 beats, C for 2 beats, and then G7 for 2 beats, C for 2 beats, B7 for 2 beats, A for 2 beats, and A7 for 2 beats, F for 4 beats, F minor for 4 beats, and then C for 2 beats, G7 for 2 beats, and then C for 4 beats. So you'll notice that first verse and the second verse are identical, except the ending, the last line, dream a little dream of me. In the first verse it goes C for 4 beats, and then G7 for 4 beats. And in the second verse it goes C for 2 beats, G7 for 2 beats, and then C for 4 beats. So now we're at the bridge, the B section. So we have A for 2 beats, G flat minor for 2 beats, B minor for 2 beats, E7 for 2 beats, A for 2 beats, G flat minor for 2 beats, B minor for 2 beats, E7 for 2 beats, A for 2 beats, G flat minor for 2 beats, B minor for 2 beats, E7 for 2 beats, A for 2 beats, G flat minor for 2 beats, and then here's the hardest part in the whole song. You're going to do A flat major, which you bar the 3rd fret, and then you put your, I like to use my middle finger on the E string in the 4th fret, and then my ring finger on the G string in the 5th fret. So it looks like an F major chord shape right there. So it's you bar the 3rd fret, and then you do an F major chord shape. That is your A flat major chord. So you do that, A flat for 2 beats, and then G7 for 2 beats. So let's go through that bridge part now with lyrics. So we got stars fading, but I linger on, dear, still craving your kiss. I am longing to linger till dawn, dear, just saying this. And then we're back to the last verse. So we have C for 2 beats, sweet, B7 for 2 beats, then C for 2 beats, then G7 for 2 beats, C for 2 beats, B7 for 2 beats, A for 2 beats, and A7 for 2 beats, F for 4 beats, F minor for 4 beats, and then C for 2 beats, G7 for 2 beats, and C for 4 beats. So the last verse sounds like, sweet dreams till sunbeams find you, sweet dreams that leave all worries behind you, but in your dreams, whatever they be, dream a little dream of me. So now I'm going to teach you how to play the chords. So we have a C major chord, ring finger on the 3rd fret on the A string. B7, you're going to take your finger and bar the 2nd fret. It helps to keep that finger really straight when you bar. So bar the whole 2nd fret, which means we're pushing down on all the strings. And then I'm going to put my middle finger on the C string in the 3rd fret. So B7, and then our G7 chord, index finger on the E string in the 1st fret, middle finger on the 2nd fret in the C string, and then ring finger on the 2nd fret, A string. Now our A major chord, we're going to put our index finger on the C string in the 1st fret, and our middle finger on the G string in the 2nd fret. That's A major, and then A7, we just lift the middle finger up. So we only have one finger on the C string in the 1st fret. That's A7. Now F, we're going to move that index finger down to the E string in the 1st fret, and a middle finger goes on the G string in the 2nd fret. So that's our F major chord. And then we go to F minor. We have our index finger on the G string in the 1st fret, our middle finger on the E string in the 1st fret, and then I put my pinky on the A string in the 3rd fret, like that, F minor. And then we have, let's see, we have, so in the bridge section, those are all the chords for the verses. Now in the bridge we have, it goes from A major, which we know because it was in the verse. Then when we go from A to G flat minor, all we do is we add our ring finger to the E string in the 2nd fret. So it goes A major and then G flat minor. We just add that ring finger underneath on the E string in the 2nd fret. Now B minor chord, we're going to bar the 2nd fret and then use your ring finger and place it on the G string in the 4th fret, right there. And so no other, you're just barring, and then one note, one string, one finger on one string. It's that G string on the 4th fret. That's our B minor chord. Then our E7 chord, we put our index finger on the 1st fret G string, middle finger on C string 2nd fret, and ring finger on the A string 2nd fret, E7. So those are the chords in the bridge, except we have one extra chord on the line just saying this at the end of the bridge. So we go from A to G flat minor, and then we go to A flat major, which we bar the 3rd fret, and then we put our middle finger on the E string on the 4th fret, and our ring finger on the G string on the 5th fret. A flat. It looks like an F chord shape, as I was like, here's your F. Usually we do it with these 2 fingers, but imagine you made an F chord shape with your middle and your ring finger. Then slide that up to the 4th and 5th fret and add a bar on the 3rd fret. There's your A flat chord. And then we go back to our G7, and those are all the chords in the song. For now, when you're learning this, just do down strokes on each quarter note. So stars shining bright above you. So you can really lock in the rhythm and know exactly where the chords are changing. So let's do it the whole song now. So I'm gonna sing it with you. Stars shining bright above you, night breezes seem to whisper I love you, birds singing in the sycamore Just hold me tight and tell me you'll miss me while I'm alone and blue as can be. Dream a little dream of me. Stars fading, but I linger on, dear, still craving your kiss. I'm longing to linger till dawn, dear, just saying this. Sweet dreams till sunbeams find you, sweet dreams that leave all worries behind you. But in your dreams, whatever they be, dream a little dream